What?
Morning, morning.
You're the star today. You put that together with the. You come for seconds?
No.
No? First time was enough?
Yeah.
We're still in Chicago. But I do want to say, welcome. We're really happy that you're in the Capitol. If you need anything, come and knock on the door or flag me down as I'm running through. And the one thing that I want to let you all know is that nothing makes me happier than being around talent. And we've gotten to read your scripts and see your films in the judging process and follow your humorous anecdotes through the Facebook page. So I'm just really happy that you're all here now in person. Thank you very much.
Steve Reber is the director of DPI. He's been instrumental in redeveloping this town. I moved here 10 years ago from LA, and when I first came, downtown was a completely different scene. Most of the buildings were empty, and there's been a resurgence of development down there, of like restoration. People really interested in restoring buildings. So if you would, a chance to go to see it.
I just want to briefly say that I've been thinking about, okay, what do I say to filmmakers who I really don't have a whole lot in common with? And then I realized, I think there are some commonalities here. I'm invested in downtown development. This is my passion, it's my life, bringing our downtown back to what we believe it should be. And I realize there's a lot of similarities to filmmaking and to putting on a festival. It takes a vision, it takes funding, it takes commitment, it takes promotion, it takes organization, and most important, it takes the right people to put things together. And I think you all know as creative people that when you get it right, you have that feeling that, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. I hope you're all feeling that about the projects you put forward. I hope Lonnie and company are feeling that for the festival that they're putting on. I could not be more excited. I'm feeling that as well. I feel like having something like the Snake Island Festival film as part of our downtown is something that we are getting right. So again, thank you all for coming. Thank you.
This is the last guest I'd like to introduce is Mary County with Produce Iowa. They're gracious enough to sponsor this event, and they contacted me. And if you would, Mary, please. Thank you,
Lonnie. Well, as Lonnie said, my name is Mary County. I'm the director of the Iowa Department of Cultural Affairs. I'll give you a little bit of quick background. Some of you are probably familiar with the old film office, but the new film office is called Produce Iowa, and we just launched it officially a couple months ago, and we have a new executive producer named Liz Gilman. The former film office was under the Department of Economic Development, and I know there are a lot of different formats across the country, and obviously you all coming from all aspects. I met somebody from Nebraska, South Dakota, and I know there are people here from the East Coast as well, and some in-staters. But there are different formats in terms of where a film office may live. I would argue when you look at the Department of Cultural Affairs and what we're tasked to do with on behalf of the state and of Iowans, when you talk about the historic infrastructure and you look at a great example such as Burlington and the scenery and all the historic integrity that's still remaining here, let alone a lot of other opportunities just in terms of the atmosphere and environment in Burlington. We support under our umbrella not only the arts, we have the Iowa Arts Council that is able to support through grants more opportunities and access to the arts, but also technical assistance and whatnot. And we support partners across the state, museums, the zoo, art centers, whatnot, theaters, which again can be great location sites, can be great partners for all of you, as well as being able to utilize some of those resources in terms of the expertise that they may have on hand. Additionally, under our historical side, we have our State Historic Preservation Office. And as Steve just mentioned, we have historic tax credits, which to me, it's a perfect fit again in terms of what our department can do, in terms of supporting when you look at how important it is to try to preserve not only those buildings that still have the historic integrity, but those with historic significance, such as, and again, Burlington being such a great example. And of course, it's just a perfect place where really I think the film industry and this community can thrive in terms of being partners. So it really is a great place now, I think, for Produce Iowa to live. So we look forward to continuing to working with Burlington in so many different ways. I hope if any of you have questions, I'm going to be here. I'd love to chat with you all to talk about future opportunities, what Iowa can do. Again, this gives us the opportunity in a way to, we've kind of pressed the reset button, but it's at the same time a really good opportunity to evolve. You know, we had a film office that began in 1984, and a lot of people said, well, we'll go back to that. Well, what's that? Because a lot has changed. You all know that a lot more than I do in terms of how we need to serve all of you as Produce Iowa and what other opportunities there are for partnerships. So we look forward to, we just launched a landing page at produceiowa.com, but in the very near future, we're going to have a full database with opportunities to better connect you to talent, crew, whatnot, as well as location sites. So we, again, are continuing to listen. Liz Gilman, again, the executive producer, is touring across Iowa to try to listen to you all and get that feedback. So I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. And again, congratulations, Lonnie and others. I'm so impressed. Second year, it's tripled. I love it. I think you said maybe 12 in-state, but majority out-of-state.
Majority out of state.
And it's just so great for a place like Burlington. And again, I think the film industry is, we have all these hidden gems across the state, and we need to keep raising awareness. And I think shouting from the rooftops about what is going on, and especially being able to better promote Iowa and what we can do and how we produce Iowa, and all of you can continue to ensure that the film industry thrives here in Iowa and across the country. Thank you all for being here, and thank you, Lonnie. Congratulations on it.
Raise your hand. Who wants to shoot a film?